Greetings from BB Max.
Welcome to our show.
Today we're going to speak again about natural law because it is a very important aspect of another topic that we will be speaking about later today. Now, as we have mentioned before, natural law is a higher law of right and wrong from which we derive the rule of law. This higher law is known as natural law because it is universal within humanity and does not need to be written to be known.
Think of it as your conscience, the inner sense of what is right and wrong in one's conduct and or motives. In today's world, too many people are not listening to their conscience. They excuse it by thinking everyone else is ignoring their conscience and or this is not a big deal in the overall scheme of life. We have let it become far too easy to let our conscience slide rather than doing the right thing.
Now, getting back to natural law, as we mentioned on a previous show, the founders of our country based our Declaration of Independence on the principles of natural law and the rule of law. To paraphrase part of that declaration, we hold these truths to be self-evident that all human beings are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
But a human being cannot have liberty and the pursuit of happiness if it is denied the opportunity of life. And that is what abortion does. It denies a human being the opportunity of life.
Now, some people believe that a human embryo is not a human being. They claim that a human embryo is not viable. But if you think about it, a newborn baby is not viable either. It cannot feed itself, clothe itself, nor protect itself. If left alone, it will soon die. It had been nurtured only by its mother, but after birth, it needs continued nurturing in many ways to develop into an adult.
We contend that at conception, a human being has been created. Its mother nurtures it until it is ready to be born and nurtured by the mother and others.
Although we believe that abortion is wrong, we believe that it should be permissible in the following cases: rape, incest, if the life of the mother is in danger, or if there is a lethal fetal anomaly. This is a fetal condition that is likely to be fatal before or shortly after birth.
And I believe that it should only be permissible in those situations. And every Christian religion that I have ever joined believes that abortion is wrong.
Now, although I strongly believe that abortion is wrong, I think what we need here is a compromise. Neither side is going to get a total victory. Instead of continually bashing each other, we need to work together to find common ground. Now, if you think about it, that is the only viable solution. And that needs to be done at the federal level to put this issue to rest once and for all. I believe that a reasonable compromise is to allow abortions up until the fetus has a beating heart. Your conscience will tell you that a fetus with a beating heart is a human being and deserves a chance at life. My conscience tells me that a human embryo is a human being and deserves a chance at life. Hopefully, someday soon, people will listen to their conscience and the demand for abortion will drop dramatically.
And if the beating heart scenario becomes law, think of the thousands of lives it will save. Many of these lives will be saved by the prevention of the horrific procedure in the third-term abortions. You can easily find information about third-term abortions online at verifiable scientific websites.
Now, we will not describe the entire procedure in detail, but the final part of it is a stunning indictment of abortion. Vacuum suction and other surgical instruments will be used to extract the fetus and placenta. Vacuum suction and other surgical instruments will be used to extract a human being, and the body will be thrown away.
This horrific procedure is just one more reason why we believe that abortion should be banned except for in the cases that we previously mentioned. And if you think about it, we believe that your conscience will lead you to the same conclusion.
Now, whether abortion is banned or not, we believe that the demand for abortion can be significantly reduced by emphasizing the importance of preventing unwanted pregnancies. This can be an uncomfortable subject for parents to speak about to their teenagers, especially teenage girls, but an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
Planned Parenthood could play a major role in this effort. The best way to have Planned Parenthood is to prevent an unwanted pregnancy rather than taking the life of a human being via an abortion. And Planned Parenthood should also get more involved with adoption.
Now, at this point in time, since abortion is still allowed, I want to briefly comment on doctors and nurses being forced to participate in a procedure that goes against their conscience. That is wrong. Conscientious objectors should not be forced to participate in a procedure that violates their conscience and the Hippocratic Oath, part of which obligates physicians to refrain from causing harm or hurt. In closing, we ask that you pay more attention to your conscience and act accordingly.
Thank you for your time and consideration.
And we hope to see you again soon.